Hi, this is Neil-Asher from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, where we help people just like you start your own profitable business selling things on Amazon here in Australia. We are the fastest growing community of professional Amazon sellers here in Australia, with over 2,000 larrikins and iconoclasts and fun-loving folks just like you who love having a beer, love having a glass of wine, love having a good yarn, also while making great money selling things on Amazon. With over $50 million in sales and growing. If you want to find out more about what we do, simply go to the link below or go to www.AussieOnlineEntrepreneurs.com.au. Most people, when they think about selling on Amazon, immediately think about selling on Amazon.com. It's the biggest of Amazon's platforms, and of course that's in the US of A. But should you sell on Amazon? In this video, I'm going to make a compelling argument not to. All right, so I'm going to go find Niraj now. So Niraj, let's see if I can find you, mate. So just like Kate, Niraj is also one of, and what I'm going to do, Niraj, I'm going to make you the presenter. You can share your screen whenever you're ready. Niraj is also one of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs coaches, and he has helped heaps and heaps and heaps of the AOE members to find great products to sell and to bring them to market. I wanted to kind of show you this as well. Let me just bring this up, because I think one of the most important things, just to go back about talking about what happens when things go wrong. Well, here's a recent post in our Facebook group from Elena, and here's Niraj and Sohel and Mike all helping Elena out with what's been going on. I think that's friggin' awesome. That speaks to Niraj's and Sohel's and Mike's character. They genuinely give a shit. They genuinely want to help, and they're absolutely brilliant people who want to help you on your Amazon business. So Niraj, you need to unmute yourself, just so you know. I've got you so that you're still muted your end, buddy. So you'll need to unmute yourself so we can hear all the awesome things you're going to tell us.
Wonderful. Can you hear me, Neil?
We can hear you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very, very good. Thank you very much. All right, so Niraj, let me turn off my webcam so that you're not going to look at my ugly face while Niraj is showing you all this cool stuff. What are you going to show us, mate?
All right, just want to make sure. Can you see my screen, by the way?
We can see you've got some great pictures of some very cute dogs on your screen.
That's right. All right. So, all right, guys, thank you very much, first of all, for being here, and Neil, for giving me an opportunity to speak here. I'm going to talk about a question that was asked by somebody, I don't know the name, sorry about that. It was around which market to pick, why Australia is better compared to US. So it's not like Australia is better, but there are a few things I would like to cover in this question. So first of all, Australia has a lot less competition, and obviously it's because it's a 3-year-old market. It's just on its way to become peak and all that. So Australia is a great market if you were to start now, because by the time it becomes peak like US in 6 year time, you will have hundreds, if not thousands, of reviews by the time. Okay, so you'll be leading the category. So right now, it's a great time in that regards. Second thing I would like to mention is that there is little to no patent issue or trademark issue, whereas in US, everything, whatever the designs are, for example, that particular first design, which is dog harness, right? So it might have some special shape or some unique combination of things that might be patented in US, but nobody has bothered to patent that particular design in Australia, because obviously it's a small market. So everything, whenever the new design comes, this is just an example, whenever the new design comes in the market, they will have patent going in US. If not now, it's under process, and it will happen in a year's time if it's a new product that you are onto something. Okay, so there's a patent issue that you can avoid, trademark issues as well. Everybody's keeping their eyeballs on US market and the listings that comes on page 1 and things like that. Okay. The third one is you need low investment. A lot of students come to me and ask me which market should I go, and first thing I ask them a question is how much is your initial investment capacity, right? A lot of them are I have 1,500, I have 3,000, I have 5,000. Very rarely I have seen somebody said that investment is not a problem. 30,000 is also not a problem. Then we talk about US market. But if you have 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, or even 5,000, Australian market is great because the sales are low, so you can keep up with the demand like that. Because in US, if I were to run helium 10 on a dog harness like that, they are selling 200, 300,000, even $500,000 worth of products every month. So the question comes, are we capable enough to fulfill that demand? So coming on page one, they are selling 500,000. Some of them are selling 500,000. Some of them are 200, 80,000, 50,000, even 60,000, even those figures, like even 30,000. The question is, we need to be able to buy the stock to be able to sell that sort of quantity. Again, you can come up with the investment later. It all depends if you have access to fund and things like that. So you have to ask yourself a question first. If my product goes successfully well with first 5,000 investment in US, am I able to borrow some money like 20,000, 30,000 to buy more stock worth of 3 months supply? Somewhere in other Q&A, Neil mentioned that we should have at least 3 months worth of supply. And considering what's happening right now, is everything is delayed. Shipping itself is sometime more than 2 months. So things like that. Okay, so that is one thing to be mindful of. And then another point is that in Australia, if you are, I would tell my students, just do business wherever you live if it's possible. Okay, so if my students from India, I would say start in Indian market. If my students are from UK, I would say start in UK market, because you can manage the inventory in your house, in your garage, where while you are scaling it up, you can manage it in a better way. Whereas if you go to US, in my experience, they have 200 units as an inventory limit for first product. If you launch, if the first product is selling like 30 units a day, they're not going to increase the inventory limit straight away just because of it's selling 30 units a day. They review it quarterly, so it takes time for them to increase your inventory limit, even though you sell product well. So that is what I have experienced. So if you have, in my particular scenario, in last Christmas, I launched a product around August, and that was selling like 50 to 60 units a day, and that was organically without even doing PPC. Okay, so 60 units a day. I ran out of stock many times because obviously I had a limits as well. I had other products that are sitting in Amazon warehouse and selling, so it's consuming some of the space with other products. So I had to get a couple of pallets delivered to my place and work it that way. So we had to juggle some balls. So when it comes to the storage and all that, it makes it a lot easier for you to manage if you are selling in your own country. So from what I understand, 95% of people in AOE community are from Australia. So there you go. Okay. Another thing is Amazon is slowly taking over from eBay. As we know, in 3 years time, Amazon has grown a lot. All right. So I'm going to walk you through on this page that I'm talking about. Okay. So competition side, as you can see, I'm on Amazon.com website first of all, and then I have got Amazon.com.au on the next page. So if I walk you through Amazon.com, I search for dog harness. As Neil mentioned, there are some cute dogs there, okay? But don't focus on the cute dogs for now. Just focus on the reviews. Look at the reviews. First listings got 78,000 reviews. Second listing, 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, 78,000. Okay, it's the same one, but 19,000, 2,000. If I keep scrolling, I can see all the numbers are high, high, and high. Okay, there's nothing low. Maybe one of them is low, but that's it. It tells us those 24,000 reviews, 15,000 reviews. That tells us that there's too much competition already. Now, if you were to get into this niche in US, you would have to either sell your product as super low or low price, or wait for the reviews to build up. But by the time your reviews are building up, these guys' reviews are also building up. So keep that in mind. So this one is an pure example, and you can pick up any product you have in your mind and check the reviews. In US, it might be 50,000, 20,000, 30,000. And when you come to Australia, it's completely opposite. Let's have a look at Australian market. Okay? For the same product in Amazon.com.au, without applying any filters, on the top left, you see Prime, see promotion, all that. I'm not applying any filters for now. But look what I find. First guy with only 8 reviews. Second guy is 1 review. Third guy 37. Yeah. Wow. and then 2 reviews, and then this guy is a bestseller with 74,000 reviews. So obviously this guy's one-star reviews are ranked on the top compared to that 74,000 guys. So you can basically compete with the big boys in this market, even though you have $3,000, $4,000 sort of investment, if that makes sense. Okay. All right, so I guess that is what I wanted to show you on this screen. Other than what I have explained you, there are some points to be mindful of and things like that. I'm happy to answer any questions if you have anything, or else I hope you have enjoyed the quick chat.
That was brilliant. What an incredible amount of reviews. 74,000 reviews in the USA. How on earth are you supposed to compete with that? I mean, that's just insanity. Just insanity. And as you mentioned here, it's such a different marketplace. This is the perfect time to get into this. This was really good, Niraj. That's a very, very visceral demonstration of why you should be in Australia and getting set up in Australia. That's really, really great, mate.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
If you liked that video, that was actually taken from one of my regular Monday night question and answer sessions where we have a heap of fun with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. And as you've seen, I'm live on a call answering their questions for them live and direct. If you'd like to find out more about getting some help building your Amazon business too, come and check us out with the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs.com.au, and you can join the fastest growing community of e-commerce entrepreneurs this side of the Billabong, and you'll have a heap of fun too. Until then, bye.